To the Bone is a Netflix original film directed and written by Marty Noxon, starring Lily Collins, and it has been available on Netflix for about 2 weeks now. And I haven't reviewed that, and I always like to review Netflix original films as soon as they come out. I didn't review this movie for two particular reasons. Number one, and the least important, is that I was about to go to London and Paris, and I didn't want to just rush a review out because I was going to give you guys reviews for all those days. The other reason, and most importantly, is because I wasn't sure I wanted or that I could watch this film. To the Bone tells the story of this girl who suffers from anorexia, and she goes into this program led by psychiatrist Keanu Reeves, which is awesome, and she goes into this house where she is living with other patients suffering from anorexia derived from other issues that they have. And this movie is basically part of my story. That is the main reason why I wasn't sure that I wanted or could watch this movie, because it's real, it's familiar, and it's recent. And for the most part of this film, whenever Lily Collins is on screen, I see myself, because it takes about 40 minutes for her issues to differentiate even 1% from mine. Every bit of dialogue, every bit of characterization, every conversations that she has with family members or with doctors, her whole attitude and demeanor towards other people. She's a very close person. She just doesn't like to show emotions. She is always like this with her arms crossed, always on the defensive side. She barely speaks. She can barely look at food. The very fact that she smells food kind of makes her want to puke, but she doesn't want to puke as a way to throw food out of her system, and I couldn't do that either, so it takes a while for me to start seeing Lily Collins and not a mirror image of myself. The very fact that she does a stupid amount of sit-ups is the exact same. And Lily Collins in this movie has the performance of her career. I thought she was so great. And the movie itself, and her as an actor, and the whole character, it pulls no punches. They speak like real people, they act like real people in this very disturbing situation. This movie is a bleak and realistic and disturbing look at how a person suffering from anorexia goes through life not living but surviving without even realizing it. Whenever she says she's fine or she's going to be fine, I remember me saying that. And the reply she gets from the doctor or her mother or other people in her life are the replies I got. And her attitude towards those replies are the same attitude that I had. The movie goes through a lot of emotional moments and emotional beats, and you get to know other people going through her situations, again, derived from any other issues that they have in their lives. And that is amazing, because you get that, and anorexia was something that affected me, but it came from another place that I don't want to discuss here, mainly because, honestly, the movie doesn't have one character that approaches it from that instance. She meets this guy named Luke, who I can't remember the actor's name, but he is tremendous. I just wanted to go to this guy and hug him because he's so great. He's so great in his performance. The character is impeccable. I love his whole motivations. I love his reasoning. I love his attitude towards life. He's that very special kind of patient in the situation who's not like the others. I saw that during my time, and I love seeing that here. Right away from when this movie starts, you have a warning that this film was made with and by people who have gone through this situation. And from scene one, I felt it. And even if I did not feel it or see myself in these situations, this movie is fantastically directed. Some of the shots in this movie are just, wow, that's a fucking painting, man. And some of the scenes you can say are movie moments, but it feels genuine. This movie has true heart and passion and understanding of the subject matter behind it. These people clearly know the pains, issues, and struggles psychological, physical, emotional. They understand all these problems about the whole of the situation. And I also loved Keanu Reeves. Let me tell you, I wish I had a psychiatrist like this, because he is not trying to be a doctor who is motivating them to be better. He is making them face the situation that they find themselves in, his patients, but he's doing that as a person who has the knowledge, the study, and the ability to show them and teach them how to help themselves, but he's doing that as a person, as a human being. He is relating to them as a person and as someone who is just as human and as flawed as them. They use a lot of swear words, and that is genuine. They have no superior attitude towards one another, and when these characters explode, or how they explode, is tough because it is a mirror of what happened to me a few years ago. There's a great scene where Ellen and Luke are talking about their favorite candy bar. A few scenes after that, Luke shows up with his candy bar and he's asking her to eat it. They are laughing at the matter, he is trying to make her eat it, and they're being all kind and friendly to each other. But suddenly, it goes one step across the line, all it takes is that, and she basically snaps at him. Not fully, she does not slap him, she does not scream and go to her room, not that. It's just very simple, and honestly, it is 100% true. This film is 100% genuine. It is 100% real. If I have any complaints, I do feel the movie runs about 10, maybe 7 minutes too long, and there is one dream sequence that I did not feel meshed well, not only with the movie as a whole, but also with the character itself. And I just thought I could have done that in a different way, but it's not necessarily bad, it's just a very nitpicky thing. To the Bone is hard to watch. It is tough, and it is a harsh reality that needs to be faced. And I personally don't feel it's fair to give this movie a grade. It's very well directed, very well acted, extremely realistically well written. But I am not going to give To the Bone a grade. That is a first for me. I can't promise it will ever happen again. I can't promise it won't ever happen again. It's a movie I utterly recommend. It's a movie that I tell you, as a person who has gone through this is it. This is how it is. And if you want to have a look at how it starts, how it happens, and how it makes you understand life in a different way, and how it changes you, watch this movie. It's totally worth a watch. But what did you think of To the Bone, my beautiful geekies? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Was it too harsh for you? Have you gone through this situation? Do you know anyone who has gone through this situation? Let me know in the comments below if you feel comfortable to do so. I understand if you want to keep it private. Thank you so much for watching, my beautiful geekies. You guys are the best. I hope you understand how tough this was to watch and to talk about, but I really felt like I needed to. You guys are the freaking best. I love you all so, so much. Tomorrow I'll have my vlogs from London and Paris, and after that, my haul from what I bought there. I can't wait to see you there. So until then, you stay beautiful, you stay geeky, and if you haven't done so yet, click the subscribe button and the bell so we can be geeky united!